Star Trek Voyager's Klingon engineer is not Scotty and proud of it. An early line from Star Trek Voyager demonstrated that the show's engineer B'Elanna Torres is nothing like TOS's Scotty and is proud of it. Star Trek Voyager made it clear early on that B'Elanna Torres, Roxanne Dawson, isn't like Montgomery Scotty Scott, James Doohan, from Star Trek, the original series, a fact she is actually proud of. B'Elanna was Voyager's half-Klingon chief engineer, promoted to the position after the USS Voyager became stranded in the Delta Quadrant in the show's pilot episode. Although B'Elanna had dropped out of Starfleet Academy, joined the Maquis, and had an impressive temper due to her Klingon heritage, she proved herself to be an excellent engineer and valuable member of Voyager's crew during the show's 7 seasons. However, B'Elanna also made sure to distinguish herself from previous Star Trek chief engineers early on. During Voyager Season 1, Episode 11, State of Flux, the engineering team had devised a plan to retrieve a piece of Federation technology from a Kazan vessel. B'Elanna told Captain Janeway, Kate Mulgrew, that they would be ready for the extraction the following morning, but Janeway countered that she wanted to attempt it by the end of the day. Instead of agreeing to the demand, B'Elanna pushed back on Janeway's request, saying that if she said tomorrow, she meant tomorrow, and that she didn't exaggerate about the time it took her to complete a task. Star Trek Voyager's B'Elanna isn't like Scotty. With one line, B'Elanna distinguished herself from Star Trek TOS's Scotty, making it clear that she would not just go along with her captain's demands. On TOS, Scotty was famous for his arguments with Captain Kirk, William Shatner, about the amount of time it would take for him to complete repairs or other tasks the captain assigned him. Kirk would also push back on Scotty's original estimate, telling him to get the request done much sooner. Although Scotty bemoaned the fact that Kirk's constraints weren't possible, he always ended up managing the work within the time that Kirk requested. This earned Scotty the nickname the Miracle Worker during TOS's run. In State of Flux, B'Elanna was firm in her stance that this wasn't going to happen with her, and despite her clear defiance of Janeway's request, the captain seemed to appreciate her candor. Janeway didn't push back on B'Elanna any further and agreed to the operation taking place the following morning. This raises the question of whether Kirk would have been so forgiving had Scotty put his foot down about time constraints at any point. Given that Janeway and Kirk are two very different captains, it's hard to say for sure, but regardless, B'Elanna's bravery in asking for the time she actually needed seemed to earn Janeway's respect on some level.